If you enjoy these videos, please subscribe.
Hello, I'm Gene Ott. Years ago, I had the opportunity to study under professors from some of the most famous universities and seminaries in the United States and Europe. Now, after teaching Bible class for 40 years, I'd like to pass on some of the insights that I've shared with so many people. Welcome to our Bible study. As mentioned in our first video, God created a perfect world. When He made Adam and Eve, He designed for them a special place to live that was the best of the best. The Garden of Eden was the grand place of ultimate blessing. Adam and Eve lived without shame or sorrow. They cared for the garden joyfully, and together with all creatures coexisted peacefully. There was no death or toil, only abundance. Adam and Eve walked with their divine Creator. In Eden, everything was as God intended, pure and holy in every way. In the garden, God placed a tree He called the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. He clearly gave to Adam and Eve their one and only prohibition. The day you eat from this tree, you will die. His instruction and the consequences were clear. So you ask, why did God put that tree in the garden? Simply put, it was their act of worship. They had everything they needed, body, soul, companionship, everything. It was all perfect. How would they show worship and honor to God? They were to listen to Him, respect His will, and cling to His word. Then Satan entered the garden in the form of a serpent. He was an evil angel who led a rebellion against God. He came to destroy this relationship on the earth between God and man. The devil questioned, did God really say not to eat from this tree? You see, the devil is a trickster and a liar. But there is nothing funny about his deadly games. Eve, then Adam, ate from the tree. Suddenly, they knew the knowledge of good and evil, because now they knew evil, and it had become a part of them. Eve even maliciously added to God's words her own words, that they were not to touch the tree. This was not true. Now, with open eyes, they realized they could no longer walk with God in a perfect place. They were afraid of Him. Worse than physical hardship was the spiritual separation from God, the burden of being sinful, the grief of broken harmony, the knowledge of what was lost made their suffering deeply personal and enduring. Paradise would soon become a distant memory, and life was now a journey marked by struggle, longing, illness, aging, and death. God said to Eve, who first took of the fruit, "What have you done?" Now in the garden was another tree, the tree of life. It stood right in the center. Eating from it brought immortality. God banished Adam and Eve from Eden, cutting them off from the tree of life. They lost the ability to stand in the direct presence of God. Adam was condemned to toil the ground in pain and sweat, working hard for food from a now cursed earth filled with thorns and thistles. Eve was told she would suffer greatly in childbirth and experience pain in her relationships, particularly with her husband.